So welcome back to Weird Vlog. I started the week with studying, I guess. I've been way too lazy studying Korean. And then, I went out. I actually went to Hype Insight, but I'm planning on making a separate video on explaining all of that. And then I went to the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art in Seoul. And it was definitely interesting. There was a lot there that I didn't fully understand, to be honest. Maybe a little too modern for me. But there were a lot of really interesting pieces. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the compilation run with some background music or something.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would.
So after the museum, I found this little bookshop that literally says bookshop for foreigners. So it has a lot of Korean stuff, but it also has poetry books that are Korean and English that I really wanted. So what I'm showing right now is stuff that I got for free there, like these pictures. You could just take them with you. And yeah, I really wanted to get some poetry books, and I was super happy because I found two that had both Korean, so the original poem, and the English translation. And yeah, I really liked that, so I got these two. Next morning started with going to a cafe, and then I went to this tiny little art gallery that was pretty much just one room because I saw that they had art from Jamsan, who is the artist who illustrated the children's books for It's Okay to Not Be Okay, which is a K-drama that you may have heard of. It's quite known, and I really like his style. So they were only like 6 or 7 pieces, but it was really cute, so I was really happy I got there. And then I went to another bookshop, which is like a secondhand bookshop, because I wanted to see if they had the book from that K-drama, and they actually did. So I bought it, and it was like, I think half the price of if I would buy it new, and especially if I would try to get it in Germany, it would be really expensive. Obviously there's no translation, so I'm gonna have to do that myself. Also, like, sorry for my voice, my tonsils are kind of swollen, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, then I went to the National Museum of Korea. I actually met up with a Korean friend there, and it's a huge museum, as you can see, like the outside and inside. It mostly features like pottery and pieces from ancient history, so like the different periods, like the Joseon period, for example. It's quite interesting. We went on a tour that you can join for free, which took about an hour and just explained certain pieces in more detail. But we're both not this like most interested in like pottery and these kinds of things, so we didn't look at everything in so much detail, but there's a lot to see. Definitely worth visiting, and it's free, so yeah.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well. And I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now.
Then next is actually also the Hangul Museum. Sorry, I always pronounce that wrong. Which is a museum about the Korean writing. Korea is really kind of, I guess, proud in a way of their writing and their alphabet. They actually have a national holiday for it. And as you can see, the museum is actually really well done. There was a part about kind of poetry, but sadly none of those were translated, so I couldn't really read that. And yeah, that was it. I went home. It was really pretty. And then I have to like shout out to this bakery for a second. So this bakery is in Mapo and it's called Butter Bakery, and it really has the most authentic like baguette with ham and cheese. So if you missed that, go there. And then the next day I went to yet another museum, to the Book Museum of Seoul, and I went to the Tate Light exhibition, but I couldn't film inside. But it's really cool. They have, the concept is interesting. They have some pieces from Monet, for example. Yeah, worth a visit, but a bit more expensive than the other museums. And then on my way back, I went to this tiny gallery room again that is just like right almost next to where I live. And it was a little awkward because no one was there and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be there, but yeah, just looked around, so it was nice. Then the next day did like the most tourist thing you can do, which is to get a hanbok and go to the palace. So I went together with one of my flatmates and her friend. So this is actually her getting dressed. So it's not really the traditional hanbok, obviously it's the simplified way. And this place was pretty cheap. And if you wear the hanbok, you can get into the palace for free. Then we just walked around the palace. It was pretty empty. We went in the morning. And yeah, almost no one was there, so it was really nice. The palace is much bigger than I kind of expected, I guess, from the outside. We walked around for a pretty long time. I was a little disappointed that you can go into almost nothing, so you can mostly just look at it from the outside, which is still pretty, but yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a compilation. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't fall. And then, as you can see, more art. Really got into art, so this we just went to a few different galleries because next to the palace is a street that some people even call like the art street. There's so many galleries. Every second building you walk past is a gallery, and pretty much most of them you can visit for free. So I'm just gonna leave a compilation. We went there, and we also went to the folk museum, so that's gonna be part of that compilation. So I'll just put some music and you can watch. Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. I think it's hard how we always wait another day, how we watch things that kids walk away. Let's live down by the water, watch you come and go home. I wish we were bold to like sail away. I just don't wanna care. Can you be here and I'm good alone? I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. So jump to the next day, I think. I went to Seoulland, which apparently is one of the oldest theme parks in Korea. or the oldest theme park in Korea. And I went together with Iwik, which is International World in Korea. It's kind of like a volunteer organizations that I've been helping with here and there. And yeah, they had bobsledding, which was really fun because I hadn't done that in a really long time. And they had some roller coasters and everything. Sadly, it was still pretty chilly that day. It was kind of cold. So it wasn't the nicest weather, but we still really had a good time. And it was really fun to go there with all these people and meet a lot of like new people. And yeah, again, I'm just gonna play some music. Then I ended my week by joining a walk to feed the homeless, which was like another volunteer activity. We just, basically met up, walked around, and gave some bags of food to homeless people. And then I got home and ate some chicken. And this video is gonna end abruptly like last time.